Hello, cannedcream here, CC for short, and today I would like to talk to you about escapism. Or, to be exact, why the human in Equestria story is so popular. There appears to be something inherently appealing about the idea of Earth and Equestria crossing over one another, and through science or magic or forced plot, allowing a human to glimpse life inside colorful neon horseland. It remains a very popular topic for fans to tackle in stories and comics and even games. Yet, this is a street that does not entirely travel in both directions. While the human in Equestria storyline is done and done again, tackled by a variety of eager fans, the flip side, A Pony on Earth, doesn't seem to gain the same amount of pull. While yes, the idea certainly does exist in stories like the ever-popular My Little Dashie or Tumblr comics such as Horsewife, it doesn't appear to attract the same level of, let's say, mainstream fan attention. So why is this? Well, if you were paying attention before the intro card, then you've already guessed at my theory. Personally, I think it all comes down to escapism. To play the Webster Dictionary game, escapism can be defined as the tendency to seek distraction and relief from unpleasant realities, especially by seeking entertainment or engaging in fantasy. In essence, life is hard. It doesn't really matter what age you are, the life you have is the hardest life you know. There's work, school, responsibilities, bills, family, relationships, and so much more all piled on at once. Honestly, everybody has some form of getting away from their problems, either through media, hobbies, entertainment, or whatever. And to some, MLP is their choice of escape, making Equestria their proverbial cheers. To some, the idea of physically being able to live in Equestria itself, either in human or pony form, is an appealing topic to explore. I believe that Equestria can be seen as a much easier world to live in, a place far simpler and more innocent. Now, at this point you might be thinking, how can this be? Equestria is chock full of dangers. In fact, in many ways, it can be argued that it's actually more dangerous than the world we live in, what with the near daily chaos and invading magical monsters. And while I agree that the threats can be seen as far greater, they are at the same time far more easier to handle. The reason this is because creatures like Tyrek or the Changelings or Twittermites are all physical, tangible threats. They can be seen and felt and directly confronted. A threat, even a bigger threat than the ones that we personally need to face, are far more easier to handle when they can be made real. You can't exactly directly fight an overdue credit card bill or a stack of finals homework. And when the fate of Equestria doesn't hang in the balance, we're left with a world of peace, love, equality, fun, and kindness. While, of course, these traits aren't universal everywhere in this world, at the same time, MLP presents them as being the norm rather than the exception. It's not a perfect place, yet it still remains very attractive. Maybe a lot of it comes down to there being truth in the old saying, the grass is always greener on the other side. But if it allows people to take a break from their worries and create or play a game or story or comic that lets them be somewhere far away for a little while, then, well, it's really just entertainment doing what it was intended to do, entertain. Like most things, it just comes down to moderation and learning to balance escape with responsibilities. So when presented with a land of cute and friendly creatures, and a world filled with the chance for adventure, with problems that can be overcome and threats that can be directly faced, and actively ruled by a benevolent goddess, it maybe shouldn't be a surprise to find out that many fans of MLP also find themselves exploring the fantasy of being a part of that world. But what about you, dear listener? What do you think of MLP as a form of escape? Are you a fan of the human in Equestria story? Whatever your thoughts, please post them down in the comments below. Thank you very much for allowing me to be your brief escape, and, as always,
stay pony, my friends.